Hello everyone, my name is Bolaji and welcome back to a new tutorial. If this is your first time of watching my video, this is Reggie School of Fashion. In today's video, I will be showing you how to sew a male native trousers step by step using the fabrics we cut out in one of my previous videos. If you haven't seen that video, kindly find the link in the description area below. In today's tutorial, I will be showing you how to attach the side straight pockets, how to construct the waistband, how to insert the elastic and the fabric ropes, and finally the finishing aspect of the native trousers. That is why you need to subscribe to my channel so that you will receive regular notifications whenever I upload valuable content just like this. Because on this channel, I upload fashion designing content regularly for both male and female, using pattern drafting, which is the world standard method in clothing construction. Without further delay, let's get started. These are the pieces I cut out in constructing a male native trousers. I have 4 pieces in total for the trousers, and 2 pieces is for the front, while 2 pieces is for the back panel. Also, I have 2 pieces for the pocket bag for both left and the right hand side. Also, I have the rope I cut out, which will be supporting the waist. Also, I have the elastic rope. So this is the elastic rope and here is the fabric rope. We will be combining the two together. And also I have this is going to serve as a bonus, so you have to stick to this video to the end because I'll be showing you another method of finishing the center front of a male native trousers using the pieces we cut out around the crotch area. You can see the shape I have here. That is the shape of the crotch area. That is the crotch curve area. So this is going to serve as a bonus, which I will be showing you as we proceed in this tutorial. In constructing a male native trousers, the first step is to attach the pockets. The pocket is usually a straight pocket. We have a straight pocket and we have a slant pocket. But in the case of a male native trousers, it is usually a straight pocket by the side. So that is the first thing I will be doing. In attaching the straight side pockets, you need a pocket bag, which I showed you earlier, and it's going to be in 2 pieces. Now I will be constructing the pocket bag like so. The measurement I have here, in case you don't know, is 14 inches for the width and 14 inches for the length. So that is 14 inches by 14 inches for the 2 pieces. So now I'll be constructing the pocket bag like so. In this case, it's going to be the wrong side facing the wrong side and not right side facing the right side. With this my fabric, it is a little bit difficult to differentiate between the right side and the wrong side of the fabric. So what I'll be doing is just to put a mark on the wrong side so that you can easily see that clearly. Okay, so this is the wrong side of the pocket bag. So this is the wrong side as well. You can see, so this is the right side, the marked side is the wrong side. The case of right and wrong side is very important when you are attaching a straight side pocket. Okay, so the positioning is the wrong side facing the wrong side. So not the usual right side facing the right side, like so. You can see what I have. The wrong side facing the wrong side facing the wrong side. The right side of the fabric is meant to be seen inside the pocket and not the wrong side. So that is why the positioning has to be wrong side facing the wrong side. Now I will come to the front panel, then measure about 3.5 inches downward. Why do I need to measure 3.5 inches downward? Don't forget, I said I will be using 2 inches to finish this area when I was drafting the pattern. and I have the notch point here. So this is a 2 inches point. So that is for the elastic allowance. So this is what we house the elastic rope and the fabric rope. So by the time I fold this like so, it's going to fall on the 4 inches point. So it's going to fall on the 4 inches point. You can see the point. So you can see I have 4 inches. And now after folding like so, I will be finishing these edges with 1/2 inch. So at the end of the day, this is going to stop on the 3.5 inches. And because of this, the pocket opening will start on the 3.5 inches point. If I should start the pocket opening from the 4 inches point, you can see there will be an opening around here. The edges of the pocket bag will be opened. It will not be able to cover up. Okay, so that is why I will be taking the measurement for the pocket opening from 3.5 inches point, which is here. The standard measurement for pocket opening is 7 inches. So from this 3.5 inches point, please take note of this. Don't make the mistake of taking the measurements from the upper part of the front panel. Okay, so from this point I will measure 7 inches, but because I don't want the pocket opening to be too wide, I will be using 6.5 inches. 7 inches is a standard measurement. You can decide to reduce it. Okay, then I will notch the points on both pieces. Here is the pocket opening point. Then the 3.5 inches point. Just a little notch. So and this is what I have. So this side you are seeing here is the wrong side of the front panel. Then I will put a mark on that. So that is the wrong side. This side too is the wrong side. Okay, you can see this is the wrong side, so which means the position is right side facing the right side. So I will turn this like so. Please pay a closer attention. This is going to be an extensive tutorial. Then I will pick one of the front panels. I'll put one aside because I'll be attaching the pocket one after the other, not the two at the same time. When you are attaching your pocket, the first thing you need to put in mind is pocket is coming to the wrong side of the trousers. That is number one. The folded side, don't forget this is 14 inches and I folded it into two. After folding, you will have 7 inches by 14 inches. Okay, so this is the center. Then you have to put it at the back of your mind that the folded side is coming towards the crotch area. The positioning is not like this. The open side of the pocket bag will lie by the side of the pocket. The opening side of the pocket bag will lay around the side of the trousers like so. The folded side is facing the crotch side. So here is the positioning. And also put this in mind that the right side of your pocket is what will be showing inside. The wrong side is what will be at the upper part like this. This is the marked point. This is what I marked. I'm marking here also. This is the wrong side. So don't forget that after attaching your pocket, what you will be seeing outside like so. You can see this is the wrong side of the fabric and this is the wrong side of the pocket bag as well. The wrong side is what I will be seeing like so, the way I'm seeing it, and the right side is what will be inside the pocket. Once you have all this information at the back of your mind, you will be able to attach your pocket perfectly without any issue. Okay, so now I have the wrong side of my pocket bag. You can see the mark. This is the wrong side, then this is the right side, which is the inside of the pocket. Now the question is, how do I attach this in such a way it will come to the wrong side of the trousers? All I need to do is just to turn my trousers to the right side, like so. Then I will hold my pocket bag as well. So here is the notched part, and the positioning is going to be the right side of the pocket bag facing the right side of the trousers. Right side facing the right side. And I'll be placing this above the 3.5 inches point. This is the 3.5 inches point I notched. Okay, and because I don't want these edges to expose at all, I will let this go up about 1/4 of an inch above the 3.5 inches, not below the 3.5 inches point, but above the 3.5 inches point. Okay, then I will hold the two together and pin. Then I'll be turning this to my side so that I'll be able to pin it conveniently. So I'll just pin this together like so. This is where the stitching is stopping, this marked point. And I also place a notch on the point. Don't forget I have a notch on the trouser panel, but I also have a notch on the pocket bag as well. Okay, so now at this point, let's go to the sewing machine for the next step. Now I'm attaching the pocket bag with the trousers. Then I will stop at the notched point. You can see the marked point. I'll stop at the point, then lock my stitches. So this is what I have after stitching. You can see this is a pocket bag and this is the front panel of the trousers. This is the way I positioned this when I was stitching. The right side of the pocket bag facing the right side of the front panel, like so, and I stitch all the way down. So the next step is to open this up. You can see I'm opening up together. This is the right side, right side, and here is the wrong side. So here is the seam allowance. Then I will be folding this downward to lay on the pocket bag. Don't forget it's laying on the pocket bag, like so. Then I will turn it to the right side, then hold the two together. Here is my seam allowance. The seam allowance is on the pocket bag and not on the front panel. So the next step is to top stitch on the right side. So you can mark whatever inches you want to use. Don't forget the marks we have for the seam allowance is 1/2 of an inch. So you can use half of the seam allowance, which is 1/4 of an inch. Half of an inch is 0.25. So that is why you need to learn how to read your measuring tape for pattern drafting. Okay, I have a well-detailed tutorial on how to read your measuring tape for pattern drafting. In this video, you will learn how to read every lines you have on your measuring tape, how to convert your fraction values to decimal, and how to convert your decimal values to fraction. After dividing your measurements, how do you locate them on your measuring tape? All these are well explained in this video. The video has been linked up in the description area. Make sure you watch the video after watching this particular one. So I will be stitching with 1/4 of an inch, which I marked here on my fabric. As you can see, I will mark this all through because I want to have a straight and neat seam. So I'll be stitching from the beginning of the pocket bag up to the notch point, and I will stop at the notch point. Make sure you spread your fabrics like this while you are sewing so that this place will not look bulky. The seam we have around here will look flat and neat. So right here I'll be stopping and lock my stitches. So this is what I have after top stitching. So this is what I have on the wrong side, and this is what I have on the right side. So now I'll be flipping the pocket back to the wrong side like so. Okay. Then I will turn it over the second time. This is a pocket bag. Don't forget, as I explained earlier, you are going to have it unfold. And this is the inside of the pocket. So the next step is to finish the lower part of the pocket bag, which I will be finishing just like so. I told you the right side of the fabric is what will be showing in the inside of the pocket. So that is why I will be aligning this wrong side facing the wrong side. Here is a pocket bag. Okay, and I'm folding this wrong side facing the wrong side at the lower part. And I will pin the edges together. Okay, so after pinning, I will not just stitch on the straight line because I want the lower part to have a curvy effect. So all I'll be doing is just to measure 2 inches from the open side. So here is the open side, so I'll measure 2 inches upward, like so. Then on the other side, which is the closed side, I will measure 1/2 inch upward, and I will be connecting the 2 points together. So with this, I will have a curve. So it's not going to be on a straight line. So now I'm stitching the lower part of the pocket bag, and I'll follow the shape I drew on the fabric. After stitching, this is what I have. Then the next step is to trim this off, the seam allowance. You can see the excess I'm having downward. I will trim it off as much as I can, but make sure you do not cut off your seam. So you can see the shape I have at the lower part. So the next step is to top stitch on this. I will be top stitching so that this seam will not rip off. It will protect the pocket bag. So this is what I have. You can see I top stitch on the right side. Okay. So this is the inside of the pocket. The inside of the pocket is the right side of the fabric, and here is the wrong side. I top stitch on the wrong side and not on the right side. Okay, so the next step is to align the pocket to lay flat on the wrong side of the trousers. Okay, and what I'll be doing is from the point of the opening of the pocket, here is the pocket opening point, downward here. So I'll make sure the 2 edges of the pocket bag, like so, align with the edges of the pocket of the trousers. Now I have 3 pieces together, and I'll pin the 3 pieces together. But in case you have something like this, when you are making yours, you have a squeezed part like this, all you need to do is just to extend your notches to get to the seam allowance points, which is 1/2 inch. So that is all you need to do. Just stitch. You can see what I have here. So I will just stitch it, and not more than the 1/2 inch point. So you can see what I have now. So wherever you have a squeezed part, just place a notch on that point, then it will be firm. So now I'll be pinning the 3 pieces together like so. Okay, so this is what I have on the right side. And here on the other side of the pocket back piece, you can see I have 1 piece left. I will have 1/2 inch marked point. So I'll be marking 1/2 inch on the second piece of the pocket bag. I attached only 1 piece to the front panel of the trousers, and I have one piece left like so. So I'll be marking 1/2 inch on the second piece. So this part is what will be attached to the back panel. So then I'll align this like so to fall on the 1/2 inch point. But before pinning the two together, I will have to take this and top stitch on this part. Okay, this is because you can see what I have here, they are not joined together. So this is to hold the front panel together with one piece of the pocket bag. So, and I'll be doing this carefully because it's going to show on the right side of the fabric. So here I will be marking 0.375. This is 0.25, 0.375 because I want to have a straight stitch and also make the seam looking neat because it's going to be showing on the right side of the trousers. So make sure you take your time when doing this. Don't be in a rush. So I will mark this downward, then stops on the pocket opening point. So now this is what I have for the pocket opening. So with this, the opening of the pocket will not be squeezing. It will be able to lay flat on the wearer. You can see what I have, and this is the wrong side. Okay, so the next step is to take the two together. Then make this align on the 1/2 inch marked point, which I marked on the second piece of the pocket bag, like so. Then I'll pin it down. So I've pinned this together now. So the next step is to lock the down parts of the pocket opening.
I've pinned, let's go pick up action.
Now I've pinned this together, and the next step is to stitch the lower parts of the pocket opening point. So this is the pocket opening point, and this is where I stop the stitching. So I will just take this forward horizontally, then I will stitch like so. I will lock the stitches like 2 or 3 times. Then at the upper part, I will be repeating the same process. So this is what we hold the 3 pieces together. This is what we join this second piece together with the trousers itself, and it will stabilize the pocket bag inside the trousers. The pocket bag will not be moving up and down. So I'll go gently and make sure I did not exceed that point. Just 2 to 3 times is okay. So now I will be stitching on the upper part. The starting point is the point I stitch around here downward. This is the starting point. Okay, this is the starting point, and this point is the end point. Make sure you do not exceed that point. Just run the stitches 2 or 3 times is okay. So now I can remove the remaining pins I have here. Then I'll be showing you how the pocket looks like. Here is our pocket. You can see how neat it looks. So this is called a straight side pocket. As I said earlier, your side pocket can be straight or slant or even curve. Okay, so the curved part is what we have on denim trousers. The slant is what we have on corporate or suit trousers, and the straight one is what we have on native trousers. Now this is settled, and I will be repeating the same process on the second panel. So this is the front piece, the second panel, and this is the pocket bag, the second panel. So I'll be attaching this to this, the same method, the same process I used in attaching this. Now I'm done attaching the pocket on both pieces of the front panel. So this is the first one, and this is the second one. So the next step is to attach the front and the back panels together. Here I have 2 panels for the back and I have 2 panels for the front. So this is the wrong side of the back panel, and I will mark that side. Then I will take one of the back panel, then one of the front panel. And the arrangement is the right side facing the right side. If you take one side of each panels and the crotch side are not aligning, that means the side is not meant to be together. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is the right side of the front panel, and this is the right side of the back panel. The arrangement is the right side facing the right side. So when I place this together like so, the side must be on the same direction and the crotch also must be on the same direction. So let's assume I pick the other side, and when I place this, which is the wrong side, to be on the right side, this is the right side of the back panel and this is the right side of the front panel. After placing it, the crotch side of the back panel is facing the side of the front panel. That is where the pocket falls. So which means these 2 pieces cannot go together. I will just drop this and pick the other one. It must be side to side, then center to center, which is the crotch. The crotch side is the center of the trousers. Then I'll take this aside. So now I have one piece of the front panel and one piece of the back panel. So now I'll be joining the 2 together by the side only. Please take note of this. I'm not joining together on the crotch side, but the side. Now I've pinned the front and the back panels together, right side facing the right side. So what you are seeing here is the wrong side. You can see the pocket bag at the wrong side, and also this is the wrong side of the back panel. So what I have inside here is the right side. You can see the pocket here is the right side. Okay, now I will be stitching the 2 together from the waistline down to the hemline. When I was pinning the 2 together, I make sure the notches matches. You can see the notch I have on the front panel. I have the same notch on the back panel as well. On the hip level, I have notches. On the knee level, I place notches. So when you are pinning the 2 together, make sure you make the notches matches first. You pin on the notches point before pinning the remaining parts together. Okay, you can see the beginning of the pocket sack. You can see what I have here. You must make sure your seam passes through around here, not this side, so that this place will not be opened. Make sure you connect this point to meet the 1/2 inch point. You have to stitch on this area. Then make sure your pocket opening is not stitched down. You have to push this inside. Push it inside as much as you can. Okay, so I will be going along this side, then continue stitching. I locked my stitches around that place because that is where my pocket opening starts. Then I will continue stitching with 1/2 inch seam allowance. Make sure you are pushing in your pocket opening so that you don't close it permanently. So after stitching, this is what I have on the wrong side, and this is what I have on the right side. You can see I did not close my pocket opening. So here is the pocket opening. Okay, and when I was stitching the side, after this area, this is the pocket opening side up to this notch point. After this point, I picked the remaining part of the pocket bag. That is the 2 pieces together. So that is why I have 4 pieces stitched together around here. These 2 pieces is for the pocket bag. Can you see? And this is the front piece and the back piece. So I stitched the 4 pieces together until I exceed the pocket bag points. You can see this is where the pocket bag stops, and I continue stitching the front and the back together, and I stops on the hemline. Then I will have this on the right side. So what you are looking at is what we cover up for one leg of the body. One leg is combination of the front panel and the back panel, not front panels for one leg and back panels for the other leg. One leg is combination of the front panel and the back panel. So this is one leg, like so. Then I will construct the second leg. That is one of the front panel and one of the back panel.